While the world is full of fascinating wonders of nature, you'll also find unknown dangers lurking in every corner. Statistically, certain places on Earth are far more dangerous than others, whether it's increasing terrorism, natural calamities, or frequent diseases. In this video, we're giving you a roundup of 11 of the worst places in the world to visit. Number 11. Snake Island, Brazil. While Brazil itself is a beautiful country, alive with culture and traditions, we can't say the same for Snake Island. This island is about 25 miles off of the country's coast and has the reputation of being completely isolated for over hundreds of years. No local or foreigner ever dares to set foot on Snake Island. Rumor has it that the last person to be brave enough to enter Snake Island was a fisherman whose body was discovered lying in a pool of blood, drifting away on the shore in his boat. The cause of his death still remains unknown, but people believe that the venomous reptiles and snakes living in the island had something to do with it. The government of Brazil has declared Snake Island completely illegal to visit to protect people from the deadly species of snakes that reside within its confines. Number 10. Madidi National Park, Bolivia. This park is situated along the Amazon River in Bolivia and covers an incredible area of 19,000 square kilometers. While a national park might not seem like the most dangerous place to visit, Madidi holds a reputation that makes it stand out from the rest. This park is reported to be the home to tons of exotic plant and animal species that can pose a threat to human life. The plants inside Madidi National Park are mostly poisonous and can cause terrible allergic reactions if they ever come in contact with human skin, even resulting in death in some cases. The dense forest within which the Madidi National Park has built is full of dangerous predators, because of which tourists are highly discouraged from wandering off in the park unsupervised. Number 9. Lake Kivu, Democratic Republic of Congo. Lake Kivu holds the reputation of being one of the greatest lakes in Africa. However, despite its natural magnificence, this very lake is also a threat to all human life. Located along the border between Congo and Rwanda, the lake holds over 2.3 trillion cubic feet of methane gas ready to explode. These gases, if ever released, can cause several lake tsunamis that can turn deadly and kill all of the 2 million people residing along the lake. The people living along Lake Kivu are essentially living right above a ticking time bomb that can go off at any second, destroying everything along the way. Number 8. North Sentinel Island, Andaman Islands. The Andaman Islands are a famous tourist spot known for their tropical rainforests, mangroves, and gorgeous white sand beaches. However, among all of these gorgeous spots, the Andaman Islands are also home to North Sentinel Island, which is among one of the most dangerous places in the world. But it's not because of some dangerous form of wildlife. The truth is that this island is completely cut off from the rest of the world because of its native inhabitants. Because the people residing here have their own traditions and ways of living, if they see any external beings enter their territory, they have a tendency to immediately turn violent. People are also discouraged from visiting these islands because the natives of the land have never been exposed to any kind of external disease and hence have no immunity whatsoever to be able to find them. This means that visiting North Sentinel Island comes with the threat of losing your own life, along with playing a part in other people losing theirs. Number 7. Caracas, Venezuela. When it comes to dangerous cities, Caracas usually tops the list. The capital of Venezuela always seems to be in the news for all the wrong reasons. The city of Caracas is famous for having faced an epidemic of violence for the past couple of decades. With its constantly poor political and economic conditions, Caracas is the center for all kinds of street crimes, like murders, shootings, thefts, and muggings. While Venezuela is a popular tourist destination, people almost never visit the country's capital because of its growing rate of crime every day. The violence in Caracas has now reached such an extent where the city has officially been declared declared to have the second highest murder rate in the world on a daily basis. All of these statistics have earned Caracas the reputation of being one of the most dangerous places in the entire world. Number 6. Port Moresby, Papua New Guinea. Voted one of the 140 most unlivable places in the world, Port Moresby, the capital of Papua New Guinea, has seen an incredible rise in its number of deaths. The city, even with its beautiful surroundings, is known famously for its murders, robberies, rapes, and increasing cases of HIV. The island capital is full of gang wars, with even the police forces being morally and professionally corrupt. With its growing poverty, Port Moresby has almost no opportunities of employment for its citizens, which makes the area extremely vulnerable and impossible to live in. Number 5. Mount Washington, USA. Mount Washington holds the record for experiencing some of the highest winds any peak in the world has ever seen. While the mountain is an extremely popular destination for tourists and campers, only few can handle the dangers that lie within Mount Washington. The freezing temperatures in the area drop to about -40 degrees, making the place impossible to survive for more than a couple of hours. Several people have attempted to climb the peak in hopes of conquering its extreme climatic conditions. But to this day, Mount Washington remains one of the most dangerous peaks in the world, even beating Mount Everest. Number 4. Skeleton Coast, Namibia. Spreading across the north of Namibia, the Skeleton Coast is one of the deadliest places on Earth because of its harsh climate conditions. The place is known for offering almost no chance of survival once it's entered. The lack of vegetation, animal life, the hot weather, and unbearably suffocating winds that surround this area are enough to kill even the strongest of species. Skeleton Coast earns its name because of the hundreds of animal and human bones that lie scattered around its land, making the place look even creepier than it sounds. And if that wasn't enough, Skeleton Coast is notorious for housing human threats like gang violence and robberies, making it unfit for anyone to cross its path. Number 3. Valley of Death, Russia. The Russian Valley of Death is definitely just as dangerous as it sounds. Located a few miles away from the very famous Valley of Geysers, this area is full of toxic gases in extremely high concentrations, making the Valley of Death an impossible area to even enter, let alone spend time in. The valley has essentially no life within itself because its deadly gases do not allow for the survival of humans, plants, animals, or even bacteria. People who have been brave enough to enter the Valley of Death have reported extreme dizziness while developing a high fever, along with chills that are more than enough to kill them if they stay in the area any longer. Lake Natron, Tanzania. Located in northern Tanzania, Lake Natron is one of the most inhospitable places on the planet. While the lake is obviously a body of water, anyone who enters it feels as if their existence is on fire. The lake has extremely high levels of natron, which makes the water corrosive to the human skin and eyes with its high pH level, causing high levels of irritation. The lake contains rare species of bacteria which give it its famous red color. The lake water reaches temperatures of 120 degrees, which means that nearly no other form of life except for bacteria can survive within it. While the lake looks like something straight out of a movie with its beautiful hues, swimming in this lake is strictly prohibited because of the strong odor of hydrogen sulfide that doesn't let anyone enjoy the magnificence of Lake Natron for long. Number 1. Bikini Atoll, the Marshall Islands. The Marshall Islands are volcanic islands that are situated between Hawaii and the Philippines, but constantly erupting volcanoes aren't what makes Bikini Atoll a threat to all forms of life. This particular island looks extremely beautiful and would ideally make for the perfect holiday destination. However, despite its picturesque conditions, Bikini Atoll Island is completely hazardous to human life due to numerous nuclear testing programs that have turned it into a radioactive wasteland. Inhabitants of the island were forced to leave their homes years ago and still haven't been able to return back due to the abnormally high levels of leftover radiation in the area. That's a wrap for this video. Which of these places would you be most scared to visit? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.